Hi everyone, my name is Raj Sisodia. I'm co-founder and co-chairman of Conscious Capitalism Inc. And I'm very happy to be sending this message to the members of the Brazil Administrative Council. I'm sorry I cannot be there with you in person, but I did want to share some thoughts about my more recent book, which you will be hearing about, The Healing Organization. We're living through a very, very difficult time in the world right now with the pandemic and with the economic unrest and everything else that has happened. But I think this pandemic is really showing us some truths that we had lost sight of, that we really are here on this planet to take care of each other, and that business is really a way that we can do that at scale. So we should start thinking about that in a different way. We're living through a very challenging time, of course, but if you look at the overall arc of history, the fact is that we are living in the most prosperous time in human history and the most peaceful time in human history. But at the same time, we know that there's a lot of suffering. There's psychological suffering that people have, and economic suffering, but also planetary suffering has been on the rise. And therefore, we need to think about what do we need to do to heal coming out of this crisis, but even beyond that. We believe that we need to heal at every level. We need to heal ourselves as individuals. We need to heal our families, our communities. We have to heal our companies and our countries. Our countries have never been more divided politically, whether it's the US or Brazil or India or the UK or many other countries. We certainly need to heal our planet and its ability to sustain life. And we need to heal the past, the present, and the future. There are many things that happened in the past that we still have not recovered from, and we have to move past that. And that's why we see all the social unrest in the world right now. So I believe that ultimately every one of us now has to be a healer. As the Dalai Lama said, our prime purpose in this life is to help others. And if we cannot help them, at least don't hurt them. And unfortunately, we are hurting each other a lot. We don't consciously set out in business to hurt people, obviously, but I believe that if you don't consciously choose to be part of the healing, we are probably part of the hurting. So we have to face up to this reality of the suffering that is being caused by the traditional way of doing business. Just think about the fact that heart attacks are 20% higher on Mondays, or that 120,000 Americans die every year from the stress connected to their work, or that 600,000 Chinese die every year from overwork. The sad irony is that even the healing professions, doctors, nurses, veterinarians, have become places of suffering because of the way in which we run our organizations. They are doing noble work, they're living their purpose, and yet doctors are committing suicide at twice the overall average. So clearly the way that we work is not working. So we need to change how we think about business and how we think about work. And I believe that if you do it right, business can actually alleviate suffering and elevate joy. So the message of this book is not about healing businesses. It's not about saying we need more yoga studios or massage parlors. It is saying that business itself is fundamentally a human activity that can lead to healing. If we do it right, if we are doing business in order to care for each other, then we will in fact create healing. So if you do it right, business can be a place of healing for those who work there. They can leave at the end of the day physically, mentally, emotionally, spiritually, and socially in a better place. It can be a source of healing for those we serve, our customers, our communities, and it can be a force for healing in society. We can show how we come together despite our differences to really do something extraordinary. And ultimately, whether you have a healing business or a business that causes suffering depends on the leaders. The leaders set the tone, because if you are not healed as a human being, as a leader, then you will inflict suffering on others. So it all starts with the leaders, because what manifests into the world, the macrocosm, is a reflection of the microcosm. So again, I'm very glad to be with you, at least via video, on this important day, and I wish you a wonderful event and for you to explore these ideas of how can you personally be a force for healing in the world. Thank you very much.